they have like a very fast lineup. They don't have to farm too much. They're able to run at you, pressure you. Not too many long cooldown spells. They have catch. They have Roshan potential. Like a kind of general balance lineup. How will Execration react to this? Anti-Mage is not that great in like,
5 seconds left.
early stages get items because TA can kill it. A lot of minus armor.
Yep. Something standard. We may just see the Necro go into that carry role, like VP kind of may have anticipated, but see. Does feel like a hard lane for a safe lane carry. When you have Lich in your team, like you want to carry like a Necro who can be a bit more self-sufficient because Lich does not want to be like a safe lane support. He typically goes off lane, helps out mid. He wants to go and deny. He wants to deny from the lanes that are more heavily contested. So we may just see that like Necro
safe lane.
stacks here.
Yeah, Necro safe lane or Shaker roam.
Yeah.
Some BB like hero like a lane holder.
Another bristle.
I mean, you just need a lane holder, BB, LC, or maybe like a Doom, something like that. You sit in the lane with the. You want that kind of hero, you know, sit in the lane, farm, and the Lich just denies and.
Or you could play, I guess, the Shaker off lane, but what will it be? It's a Drow strat. Drow Necro Quap. 3 range heroes to benefit from the aura.
Another push strat.
Huh.
Drow is...
Raging Potato Quap. Is this going to look like an off lane Quap? Unless they do some swaps here, but...
Oh, because...
I would not have expected that.
I mean, Necro with the Ghost Shroud is very good against TA before she has...
But at the early levels, I feel like last hitting Quap maybe does a bit better because you've got the Shadow Strike.
But they do have like a Lich Quap duo lane. They are very formidable.
Yes. The offlane, I feel like, yeah, Lich Quap, Lich Necro, it's not...
I mean, even...
either is fine.
Even Earthshaker... But with the Drow, then I'm very unsure. Because Drow is not a carry that you leave alone.
And that's also a hero that... I mean, I can't remember who I was talking to. Someone was just mentioning, one of the pro players was just like, every time you see a Drow, you know, if you can aggro trial in that Drow, you want to like try and pressure the Drow in lane. This hero is incredibly weak. She gets under-farmed, under-leveled, gets at level 6 slow, and it just really can help win you the game.
It ruins her move.
So potential for some kind of scenario where VP maybe switch up their lanes, but does not appear to be the case.
Their lanes are not even that... Don't think they will actually do it. They're probably just gonna do like their standard disruptor, like Veno, like a 2-on-2 lane, Darkseer Sank, pressure the Drow. But on the other hand, I'm thinking like against the Lich lane, you want the Darkseer to be against that lane. Then you put your carry elsewhere. That's what I feel. But still, you know, at the end of the day, Veno is also not a traditional kind of like a carry. Like you're fine against a Lich. He's like a very self-sufficient carry.
Find out what's going to happen here in the early game. It will be Drow headed to the offlane. Raging Potato being given the 1v1 against Darkseer on the Queen of Pain. This is definitely a player, I mean, Raging Potato, much more well known for his mid and carry role than his offlane play, a role he's kind of adjusted to over the past 6 months, and we've even seen much more kind of farm-intensive offlaners for him. He's still, like, last game on the Bristle, you know? Whenever he can get these 1v1 matchups, he loves to be in this position, so this is putting Raging Potato kind of in his element.
Yep, I agree. He's not a natural offlane player, like more the core-ish. He's a bit like KP when he first transitioned into offlane. He farms a lot. Doesn't look like that, but KP has so far already moved towards a more off-lane kind.
Definitely adjusted since then, but yeah, I definitely think it's a good comparison to make. Yet to see Raging Potato fully adjust to that more selfless.
Is another career snipe incoming?
I mean, VP have kept their career at the base. It looks like this Radiant career could have been sniped, perhaps. Or Solo may have been scattered by this Radiant ward.
Thanking.
Oh, not going to get it. He's not fast enough.
It's the one right click.
Yeah, and the courier is faster than him, so even if I think even if he got that first right click, he may have...
You might be able to get it, because you get the right click and then you Burrow Strike for the extra range.
Oh yeah, with the Burrow Strike actually, that's
then you get another click. Just for the chick.
Those courier shenanigans. Lil actually already taking a bit of damage, he needs to be a bit careful. How about say, tango your way through, there we go. Because now gonna get the right clicks off.
For battles, you know.
We saw it last game a bit too. Nando, speaking of, well, not battles, is going to be first blood for VP.
Yeah, that's the thing with the Drow in the off lane. He needs to be more patient to wait for the creep back, but then again, not sure why. Like usually when you do like Enigma or like some Lich off lanes, you want to block both the camps. They did not even block one of the camps, because the reason being you're pulling the wave back and you do not want the enemy to get the wave back to their tower. So it's extremely important to block both the pull camps when you are playing like a Lich or
That is not the start execution we're hoping for with this laning setup. But Drow is back, already continuing to farm. Sand King rotating on up as well. As I'm not sure how long Drow can actually stay in this off lane. They may be forced to kind of...
This is really bad. They are not going to protect this Drow very well. The pull is just going to be a very big problem. All these pulls happening right here on the Dire side.
Yeah, we saw it. Well, I guess the Radiant may try and counter it with their own pulls, but...
And bottom lane Quap against Darkseid, I think this matchup is actually up.
We're seeing slight Quap advantage for now. Over time, Darkseid may just start creep skipping waves, farming the neutrals as well.
They block the cam, that's why. Oh, this is also very important.
Oh, yes. So, yeah.
So the Darkseid can't push and pull.
Yeah, you Iron Shell, you farm push the lane, and then you pull that side one.
Solo. No.
Oh, he's blocked by the Fissure. Ara wants the kill. He won't get it, though. Fire Strike comes in. The Radiant Courier. What happened to that? Well,
Mid lane stuff, you know, taking the courier. But
did it die mid, the Courier?
Yeah, it was mid.
TA
But
getting
it was a TA.
Must have mismicroed it or something?
Killing your chick means that your chick has to, what, so far up the lane? Or maybe did he like kill it with fire blades or something?
I have no idea. This is not my... I don't know the Courier hockey. I'll find where it died. Where's the instant replay? Nando, oh my gosh, this laning stage is a disaster for Execration. They're going to lose more. More in multiple lanes. Pasha gets a solo kill bottom. He does die for it, but that is well worth it. He gets experience.
What? He killed the...
Killed the Quap. Killed the Quap first, Winter.
Probably the Quap trying to kill him. Quap died first.
Probably the Quap tried to kill him and the Quap died.
Yeah, you're not going to try to kill the Quap as a Darkseid.
You're not. Well... That is a Quap now TPing to the offlane as Raging Potato says... This is less about Raging Potato. This is more about Nando needing a lane to farm by himself. Lil sees this and is like, don't worry, bro, I'm coming. I'm going to come down bottom, I'm going to grab some bounty runes, and I will be there in a jiffy to look for more kills. A Sand King with Iron Shell. This is a Drow with no boots. This Drow is in a world of trouble right now, I feel.
Is he gonna die here?
Radiant Ward scouts it, so
I
that's...
mean, if he dies here, he's gonna probably say, get me out of this
He sees them coming, but I don't know what the play is. Seeing them coming will not solve this. Illusions are there, they may help tank the tower.
Where's the TP back up?
Well, there's one. Oh, he doesn't get the right gust. But they don't go for the kill.
Okay, TP back up, enough.
Yeah, the Fissure threat alone. They could have perhaps even gone for it, but would have been a bit risky. They're still going to pressure this lane. They're Iron Shelling it, they're spamming it out. Don't want to give this Drow an easy time, and Sand King still has an Iron Shell. It is going to be top lane where they get a kill. Lil is swooping his way in. Nando still stuck beneath this tower as there's going to be a Burrow Strike. It goes onto the Shaker instead. Lil's Iron Shell has been renewed, and he just wants this kill. We're missing kills all over the place, but this bottom lane is looking to be quite the aggressive place to be at. As what happened? Can you recap? What did I miss in my...
I was watching the bottom lane the same as
yeah,
you.
you know, the bottom lane is where I'm hyped to see, but...
Okay, this is the kind of game where Caustic... See, you don't always go the Sandstorm as well. Like, if you're actually doing this kind of thing, you're running in, trying to set up kills, then the Caustic will provide more value for the Sand.
So it looks like top lane was a 2-for-1 in VP's favor. Raging Potato got a kill, but then they lost 2 kills to get it. So Quap means Raging Potato probably got aggressive, found a kill, but then paid for it with his life as well as the Lich's life. You know, sometimes as a caster, observer, you just, you pick a fight, you want to stick to and watch, and, you miss some stuff elsewhere, but... there's something very fulfilling and rewarding about seeing Drows get dived at their towers and going down.
Oh, I'm just looking at all this D-Ward going down. XCTN D-Warded the top lane.
Mid lane,
and then Disruptor D-Warded mid.
2-man gank on James. Has a Ghost Shroud as well as a
Ghost
couple stick
Shroud,
charges.
that
He may be able to
pulse,
survive
He
this
should
one.
be okay. Stick and Fairy Fire.
It's going to be close. They're going to go to the body blocks. They're going to pull him back in. Actually, they may still be able to bring him down. Another Death Pulse is not going to be enough to save him. It was tough, but they got it. No Shrine available.
Yeah, there was no TP again. Like, the Earthshaker had a TP, I was looking at him. He did not decide to TP. Like, one feature would have definitely saved the Necro. The Necro took so long to die again.
Yeah.
I was like, you gonna TP? No. No TP. Maybe he thought Necro was fine, but I don't. I guess he just decided not to TP.
It's,
Maybe he saw it too late, then it was pointless to TP. But
Necro will come back in.
either way right now, so VP, they are pretty much winning all their lanes, all three. I mean, the Corp is like maybe 2 lanes. They're definitely winning 2
And
lanes.
the Cop has died multiple times now and may die a 3rd time. Uh-oh, Raging Potato could get glimpsed back after a potential blink. Solo's just... he's like, you want to blink down bottom? Okay.
No, but why is he not... Level... It was a level 3 disruptor, so...
I guess he
He didn't even try to blink.
could have blinked to the river and lived, but
Because he's...
he just panicked. It's one of those things, I guess, in his
No,
mind, he just
I
expected.
think he thinks he's gonna die, or he thinks that they can't kill him, because there was only 2... He didn't know Sand King was coming.
Yes.
And then he was trying to kill the disruptor.
No one going for the solo kill with the DD rune. Is he gonna chase for this one? Yes, he is. Meld strike, couple more right clicks. No one needs to be careful. Gets the ultimate. James is going to push forward. He goes down. Queen of Pain turns it around though. No one brought down. Double kill for Raging Potato. He's back in the game, that's for sure.
Yep.
Top of the net worth all of a sudden. He went from being like 3k net worth to 4k net worth.
Yep, because he killed the TA. TA was worth a lot of money, and he got 2 levels on top.
That is definitely one of those crazy moments where this is a hero like Queen of Pain who does scale very well, not your traditional offlaner.
Dota nowadays, you know,
Comeback money.
it's also about the talent. Why Queen of Pain is so strong, the 25 talent. It's so good, like,
What?
not only the 25 talent,
The
like
level 10 talent.
all
10
her-
strength.
all her talents. I think the 12% cooldown is also one of her better talents.
Mhm.
Like, I don't
For sure.
really see people getting the 90 gold. The cooldown is way better.
She
for-
definitely has probably one of the best, like, top 5 talent trees in the game. It's been nerfed a bit with the spell lifesteal, but
Yeah.
still very good.
That's like the bomb, you know, right there. Level 25. Back then when you can lifesteal with Blade Mail and you pop your leg, run in.
Was the good old days.
Good old,
Nice.
what do you mean good old days? It was just a few months back.
Making me feel old here, Winter. Guess it was. Nando gets a nice little solo kill. Well, not solo kill, with the help from
Shaker.
Shaker. Gets a kill. That's the level 6 Drow. The boost in damage output really being showcased there. And this is something that's going to travel across the other 2 lanes as well. Plus 29 damage.
Yeah, look at this quad, man. Power traits, Veil Magic Ward.
Yeah, it's
9 minutes.
not your everyday offlane quap. Well, safe lane quap, I guess, but played by the offlaner. This is definitely Raging Potato being set up for success. I mean, he was actually struggling until he got that double kill. It was 2 and 3, and then suddenly he's top net worth off that double kill.
And you know what's the best thing about that? The Necro died before any of the kills happened, so he got all the
Yeah.
experience.
If Necroaxia was alive for the TA kill, he would not have. He would not be this far ahead. It's really weird how Dota works like that. It's like his teammate dying actually put him in a better position. Maybe not the team as a
Raging
whole.
Potato going for a solo kill on solo.
Gets it. The revenge is unlikely to be there. Raging Potato may actually fight Pasha on this one. He has got backup in the form of
Yep.
the Shaker.
He's going in. He
Yep.
is definitely going in.
There's the scream. Is there going to be no stick? And that's going to be another kill. Raging Potato. He says, I played Bristle and did the team thing in game 1. I had 0 kills. Enough. I'm getting kills this game. He's got 6 kills in 10 minutes. Last game he had 0 in 55 minutes. He's like, I'm done being a team player, Winter. He's a new man. You know, this is the Raging Potato. I think the fans and a lot of Dota 2 viewers kind of grew to love over
Yeah,
time, over the last few
he-
years.
He's a very good example of a polarizing player.
Yes.
I mean, polarizing is not even enough, you know. He's like QO. Like, he can have like
Yep.
a very good game, and then the next game he can be the one throwing it.
There's such high variance in his performances. We've seen not so much variance in this series. So far it's been, I mean, 2 back-to-back strong showings so far. There definitely were some moments in this game where it looked like he might get shut down, but
TP, he's fine.
okay. Going on there with the double ultis, and the Fountain with the Poison Nova will not die.
Good TP.
Smoke down bottom here. VP want to find Nando, but it's going to be... RR does scout them out. He'll tank this one.
I mean, you're a lich, you're like...
Thought it was going to like pop that tomb and throw a Chain Frost, but looks like he may be giving that elsewhere. Give that to, I don't know, to the Drow? Looks like both supports don't actually need that tomb right now.
I think.
It's level 6, yeah, he does actually.
Yeah.
He could have got enough. Be another deny, but... Raging Potato, not going to get that kill, did not have ultimate.
Man, everywhere he goes, it feels like someone's gonna die.
He's such a dangerous player. Like, those players, you just don't know what he's going to do next, and he jumps on you, you're just like, oh, you're forced to like play. You instantly go in defensive mode.
Yeah, remember I told you in the last game, right? When you play support in C, play against his team, you never like playing against him because he will randomly do all those moves that he will. Even if you're around your teammates, he'll just blink to you next to you if he's a puck, and he tries to Dagon you and kill you right away and get out with the John.
And it's the kind of play when he blinks on you, your first thought is he's got backup, you know, like why would this guy blink into multiple heroes if he hasn't got backup? And sometimes he just won't, you know, he's just making a crazy risky play.
Hard attack, you know, if you're his teammate. Imagine blinks in and you're like, no one's around him and he has no buyback.
Execration Head. They do leave the Drow bottom as they smoke up. This seems like time for the Drow to kind of get on board with the overall strategy. Not so much as like I think he just needs to stick with his team more. Be pushing top, be smoking up. He can't really sit too safely by himself anymore.
I mean now it's okay. Once his team show at top, then he shouldn't be bottom farming anymore. Once his team shows, okay, they're showing now. So
he's gonna go for the kill. They get the Venom.
Oh, he's still bottom.
Yep, he is to bottom. He gets the Gust TP. It is just a level 1 Gust. The vacuum's going to cancel.
That's not good. He should have TP out just now.
Just pushed too far up and...
There's like no reason for him to stay there.
Well, once he cleared that creep wave, it felt like he just needed to get out. Like, it wasn't like you say, it wasn't even about his team showing top. It was about the fact, hey, there was no more creep waves to farm. You may as well ditch. But they are going to try and defend bottom.
He went in to buy something. Yeah, but he went in light shot. He just died.
Yeah.
Not good, not good. It's becoming like a very common move, like the carry moves to the off lane to pressure the other safe lane tower when his team goes there. Glimpse top lane.
Chain Frost. They're going to likely bring Solo down. The right click damage is enough. The Necro even gets it. He's going to get the regen now. No one has to probably back off because of this. James still has a Ghost Shroud as well as a lot of one-shots. He is so strong and tanky. Look at all these stats. Bracer, Null, Wand, and Treads. Most stat-heavy build imaginable for its price.
He goes for the 8 strength at level 10. A lot of the players like the 40 damage.
I think most players... It got buffed because it used to be +6 strength, and that was when I always saw +40 damage, but +8 makes it a little bit more tempting.
40 withdrawal damage? Come on, dude.
I guess that's why you go to the strength. No, you've already got damage. You've already got +40 damage. Why do you need another 40?
The 8 strength is like if you're in a game where you feel like you need that extra bit to survive.
Maybe he's against, like if he gets silenced, he can't use some of those spells.
I guess TA is considered like high burst.
Yeah.
And the other heroes are not really that high burst. Disruptor gonna go down here by Raging Potato. That's life of a support in C, right? When you're playing against Raging Potato, that's how you feel.
They got the return. Raging Potato died for it. He managed to get the kill here. Top lane Nando. Ramsey's going to pop an ultimate here, but it was a bait. James is there with the ultimate. Will turn and get the kill. Nando should be fine. Has a salve, has heals. James will keep him fairly healthy and will salve up after this, I imagine.
Guess we have a game.
It's very close between these two teams. And we'll see Execration look to do next. This Raging Potato Quap has been a huge problem, and the Necro has truly come along. I personally really love this plus strength build. I think it goes along with what he's trying to do with his item build, which is just get super tanky. I think he just wants to be as survivable as possible. He's going to be the frontliner. He knows that Drow is squishy. He knows that this Quap is going to be doing some crazy stuff, so he just wants to tank up. It's not his job to do damage.
There goes the old saying. If you're dead, you're not doing damage.
Yep. So the longer he stays alive, the more survivability he gets, the happier he's going to be. Gets a cloak next, likely going to see a casual hood or even a pipe for the team. Yule's already on Quap. This is a great answer to the Disruptor. If you get glimpsed back in a Static Storm, you can just kind of Yule's yourself. Doesn't even go for the Static Storm there.
I don't think he... Yeah, I think they feel like he can't kill him.
Yeah, I mean, if he Static Storms, he's just going to Yule's himself and buy time for the Static Storm to end. Well, they do see Chemo. Gets blinked on now, has to drop the fissure, barely stays alive in time for this one. No one is taking damage. He blinked into this great vacuum combo coming out from VP. This is the VP people no one expect to see. That team fight coordination, that is VP.
Oh my god, that is painful. And
that is classic VP.
Quap died. That was a team wipe, just like that.
What showing? The Darkseer gets the perfect vacuum. Burrow Strike, the Blink Dagger was there for Lil, and they had the stack. That's the other reason they didn't Static Storm the Quap. They're like, no, this is where we team fight. We want to use that ultimate for the big Wombo combo, and VP's Darkseer Wombo combos is unmatched in the Dota 2 scene.
He did it without a blink on the Darkseer. So he just ran us.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess they were going on the TA right there. They featured, they tried to kill the TA, so...
Yeah, they kind of had to, because no one was going to 3-shot the Shaker, so it was like, you got to kind of turn and fight. No one probably got the order, like, blink in and create an opportunity for Darkseer to get a vacuum off. He did just that.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. Like, in a lot of the teams, oh, Glimpse, I hear a Glimpse. Oh, kind of paying my back to base, but in a lot of the teams, when you're playing with Darkseer, I know that players will just bait for me, so that I get a good ultimate off, like a good combo off.
Yeah. And here, like, TA is great to do that because of the refraction. She can, her blink timing is very good. She kind of becomes an initiator in some way. She doesn't stun heroes, but she can force a fight.
Yeah, because you're dealing so much damage that it forces the opponent to react to you. Otherwise, you're just gonna kill them very quickly.
See what the move is going to be here.
Some people would say it's called body initiate. Just go in.
Yeah.
No stuns, but you're just going in first.
Well, a lot of heroes who do that are doing that and dying in the process. TA not one of them because of the refraction. Especially if you can get the double refraction where you precast it, you go in and then you have a second refraction ready to go towards the end. Disruptor getting low, doesn't have a TP. Don't think there is an easy out for him. Quap will blink in, gets the kill.
Of course, Raging Potato is gonna go in.
Yeah. Especially with this Yule's pickup, this is like the perfect item for his playstyle, because if he blinks in and it's a bad situation, you Yule's yourself, and then you buy yourself like 3 seconds to have another blink up. Oh, very close.
I mean, this is why the next talent, the level 15 talent, makes it strong. The 12% reduction with the Yules and the blink.
Yeah, your blink has shorter cooldown, and as does your Yules, so your time where you kind of don't have blink and your Yules is down is even smaller.
You're becoming like a punk.
Yeah, it is a very good point. Well, here come Execration smoked up. This could surprise VP. No one already used his blink.
Oh, he's going in. With no vision, he's going in.
Raging Potato. Whoa, he only catches the Darkseer. Not the best ultimate for him, and this is not looking like a fight at the shrine you want to take if you're Execration. Maybe time to call this one. The glimpse back on the Darkseer is there, and it's Quap. No mana to use the Yule Scepter. Does have it now, but won't have mana for a blink. And VP...
He missed his echo as well. He didn't blink.
Oh dear.
His blink got cancelled.
Is that the Veno wards or?
Yeah, the Veno, the poison sting. That's gonna be 3 heroes down. 1. Roshan's gonna go down.
Wow.
All of a sudden, 2 fights in a row. VP taking them cleanly.
Yeah, this is, I think, the VP execution we didn't see as much last game. Talked about VP, how they were looking pretty good last game, scaling into the late game, and then just didn't have the cleanest team fights. We're seeing it here. This is...
They were too relaxed, I would say, last game.
Blink Vacuum will cancel Chemo's TP, and he gets brought down. No one. Be a little bit careful here. It does have an Aegis, but looks like he may just lose it here. The right-click damage is formidable, and there is no Reaper Scythe for now to worry about. Just blink himself back to safety. To the north side is Raging Potato, of course, looking for the kill. He blinks in aggressively.
Yeah, killing the supports, you know. Just Raging Potato stuff.
See a support, kill a support. and perhaps die in the process. That part is, 50-50.
You know, that's the thing about having this kind of player on your. When you're losing the game, he might actually turn the game
Yeah.
around at least for you, because he's making all those very risky plays. And obviously you can talk about in a winning game you don't want him.
You'd rather the stable carry. You'd rather like the resolution or whatever. I mean, he's not a carry anymore. He's playing that offlane role.
Yeah,
But
that's why you talk about team composition. When you have a player like this, then you want a stable carry, someone that's stable.
is that James perhaps on this team in the mid
No,
lane?
Nando is sort of the safer player.
Nando?
James is also a very risky player. They have two very aggressive players.
That's where Execration traditionally been a very inconsistent team. They have some great results, then they have some games where they'll maybe throw leads or just not consistently perform.
Yep. That's how like a good example would be like VP, EG. They have found their balance. They have RTZ, which playing like somewhat like a very stable carry like Fear. How Fear used to play carry, and let Sumir do all the risky work. And Nivus is just he's gonna do his job.
Yep.
That creates somewhat of a balance between the way they are functioning. If you have three players that dives at the support and you see some opening and they just go in, then the team is gonna be having very up and down results because of that.
Yeah. Hey, that was well, not really the old MVP. MP was pretty stable in that team, but
Yeah.
like they had QO and 4F who were diving.
They have the right balance to say,
Yeah.
like MP being the rock solid guy. He doesn't do too many flashy moves, but he does his job.
Yep.
And QO is gonna be the one that's suddenly blinking in, dying, or blinking in, killing.
Those are definitely the players when you're versing a team that's the favorite, are great to have on your team. The number of upsets MVP caused, I mean, at a certain point they were no longer upsets, was very impressive. I think a team like Execration, if they beat VP, that's a huge upset, but it's going to come off the back of a player like Raging Potato, who's going to find a courier sniper. Yeah. Wherever he goes, it seems like there's some results.
Something to be gained.
Yeah. He's an action player, he's definitely not a player you go in player perspective for, and he's hitting creeps, he's doing the efficiency thing, he's making the low risk plays. No, he's he's involved in the key action.
He's not gonna be like stacking the timing for he clears his camp and then they spawn again, and stacks the other side. He's not that kind of player. He's always looking for kills.
It is still a lot of ground to be regained for Execration if they want to win this game. They're down by over 8,000 net worth. And currently it is VP driver's seat with a lot of items and ability to again, like it does feel like they should be able to scale well into the late game. They've got this Veno who has gone for more of a right click build.
I tell you, I've been in those games where Necroforce, you make one mistake late game.
Okay.
And you don't have buyback and you're dead for a long time.
Yep. We'll definitely see how these big
he's
fights
a
will go
hero
down.
where in late game unexpected stuff might happen. You make a bad, you might be making a normal mistake, like not a very bad mistake, but because of the Necro ulti, increase the death timer, and you don't have buyback, it might be like just game losing, like one death in the late game like this. And TA late game is not exactly that strong, TA, he is a hero that, or she is a hero that 30 minutes, 25-30 minutes is very, very strong, but if the game goes too long, then she's not gonna be feeling that strong anymore. Because you get kited easily, refraction charges late game not that great anymore.
Yep.
And there's a Lich, Lich is like armor's pretty legit against TA.
He adds up 9 bonus armor.
It's the slow, very annoying.
Yeah, it's really more than 9 armor when you take into consideration the slow as far as how much damage it's reducing. But VP, with the advantage they've accrued, have focused their efforts on taking all these outer towers. But every time they do this, Execration on the other side, split pushing. Quap will clear some waves mid, go in the jungle, Drow farming the top wave. Disruptor is preemptively TPing, perhaps looking for that catch.
Yeah, the setup.
But not gonna find it, it looks like.
When you're playing against this kind of thing, you want to have like this kind of split push, you want to have lane wards set up, like heroes smoked set up. You wait for them to come and do this kind of things, creep skip, catch them.
Execration does feel like they do want a few more items and key levels before they go for another big fight. Quap approaching that level 3 ultimate. On the VP side, everyone just seems a little bit further ahead in items, levels. It's something that Execration don't currently have answers for, but are kind of stabilizing this game.
His Quap is actually so fat.
It's co-op, you know, if you see if you saw like a Raging Potato co-op, top of the net worth on his team, you wouldn't really think he's changed to play the offlane role for his team. This is not your everyday offlaner. And this is, I mean, it's not just about the player and the playstyle, it's also about the strategy. Drow strats, this often happens. We saw it earlier today when EG had a Drow puck strat. It was actually Universe with a lot of the highest net worth throughout the game. Just playing that ranged offlaner with a Drow aura, you often kind of do become more of a core hero than you otherwise would be.
It's not the career.
He's not going to die for it. He sees the Disruptor. He's like, this ain't safe. He wants the creep wave instead, actually. Stopping the push. Needs to be careful. There's Disruptor nearby. Back in the mid lane, James. In the front lines, not too afraid himself.
I'm sure this Disruptor is done with this call.
Top lane, meanwhile, the Drow is actually hitting the tier 3 towers. Can they cancel any TPs? Doesn't look like it. Nando. Shadowblade away. There is a blink and a vacuum. They don't really know which direction he went. They are pinging. They're saying, let's check this out. They get him. The guesswork. They scanned. That's how they found him. Now he goes for the TP. Do they have anything left for it? They're silent. Oh, they didn't have... They had Glimpse, but he was silent.
I wonder why it took him so long to TP and then still work out.
I guess he... Yeah.
If he would have
He
TP'd,
thought the Darkseer might guess with the vacuum, so he wanted to wait for the vacuum before he TP'd, but...
Maybe. Because if he TP right away, he would have actually still got out, but...
I mean, there's also a scenario where in his mind, his TP gets cancelled, and then it doesn't matter if you can silence them, because you can't TP, because it's on cooldown.
But to me, it's like if you get caught, you die.
He proved you wrong, you know?
I mean, in some ways, if you get stunned, somehow, you're gonna die.
Blink. Echo, he blinks into the stun! No one's Templar Assassin! Blinked into the follow-up stun. Does BKB now. Looks like he may get chemo. Yes, gets the vision from the trap. 1-for-1 trade so far, but it's a carry Veno going down for the support Shaker. Definitely a win for Execration. James. Initiated on. There is a hood. There is... Pop your hood, bro. Get that resistance. He doesn't do so. He is getting low. Gets the Ghost round off still. James is still alive. Needs to get a Reaper kill. Will not do so. Elsewhere, Raging Potato trying to get the kills. Trying to go for those supports. Blinks in with his Shiva's Guard. It looks like he'll get solo. No, he won't. The poison damage not enough. He blinks to the side. Just trying to save his own life.
You know, this is right. Every fight is going for the Disruptor.
Yep.
He's trying to kill the supports. He lives to his name, you know. That's why the first thing I bring up about this guy is like, you're playing a support, you hate this guy.
Was actually, and Solo as a 5-position support, I think has one of the highest death averages of like any of like the top teams. He often puts himself in these very aggressive positions. It's kind of his playstyle. And for Raging Potato, he's like, great, I'll farm your life all day long. Man, that was...
Not this time.
Necro going down there. The Hood may have actually saved his life, I feel. That would have been 300 extra health he would have had to play around with. Perhaps could have got a Reaper off. Yep. Some more heals.
That was quite a bad mistake there by the Necro, not popping the Hood. Maybe he would have gotten the Necro out on one of the guys there.
Yeah, if he got a kill with the Necro, I think he definitely can live through with the heal, but hard to say for sure. Either way, definitely a lot to think about, a lot of buttons to push, and he does get away from this gank though. The glimpse back into kinetic field, he full stuffs out. Wants to have that BKB, so he's no longer afraid of the Disruptor ultimate, but Solo, seeing some of these items come out, is already building up towards an Ag Scepter.
Oh, Raging Potato.
Okay.
Okay. He turns and fights. Of course.
He's trying to outplay them, kind of. Here comes the Drow Ranger looking for the kill, but we'll see a Glimmer Cape save the Disruptor's life, and now he'll pay with his life. Oh, Execration, that is not what you want to see. Raging Potato's mistake turns into a double whammy as they lose 2.
That Disruptor has to feel good like Solo. You try to kill me the whole game? Yeah, try to kill me more.
Yeah. For Quop there, it was kind of a lose-lose situation. If he blinks away, he's going to get glimpsed back, so he tries to wait for the last second to blink when the Thunderstrike has worn off, but wasn't able to do it. Really feels like this Quop needs a BKB, and that's exactly what she's building towards. 1,000 gold away from it, but Roshan will be claimed in the meantime. Both BKBs for Execration, just not quite there. Say both, I want to say there should be a third, yeah, third. Drow as well. All 3 cores going BKB this game. Oh wow, that ward actually gave vision. They were so close to getting the glimpse at bottom. Could have cancelled a TP and been catastrophic.
Drow's BKB is not gonna come soon. Take a while.
Yeah.
And at this stage right now, it's more or less gonna force it. It's gonna shove the lanes up and just run down one lane and push. They're pretty much good to go for high ground. Not really waiting on any big items. None of them are actually get any big.
And too far up, my friend. The split push game has not been friendly in the last couple of minutes. It was working well to stall and delay the game earlier, but the last 3 to 4 minutes have seen 3 deaths, 2 of them on the Drow Ranger. All as a result of the split push. And Drow dead for 45. VP are going to be knocking on Execration's front door.
Well, they're gonna have to rely on some big echo slams.
Yeah. Even James doesn't have his BKB yet. He's 250 gold short. The Frost Armor will buy some time and slow this down a little bit. James really needs these last hits just to get that BKB up.
Yeah, he can't really stand in the front line without the BKB.
He's 50 gold short. That is so brutal to see when a key fight like this is coming. He's trying to farm some of those Plague Wards to finish it off. Any little bit is going to help. 12 more gold. He loses the tower, has the money for it. Gets the initial kill. That's the Aegis down. That's not a bad start. BKB en route. James will have this for the ensuing fight. Eul Scepter onto the TA. No one. Does have the BKB. Now has a cheese as well, so he's just going to blink himself back to safety, but pretty good position here as Necro gets the BKB delivery. Whoa, 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 whoa. Raging Potato. Blinking aggressively. And it's Shaker set up with a solo smoke to the south. He is looking for that big initiation on someone like the TA. If you can get a Blink Echo and kill her before she BKBs, before she cheeses, that is how you swing a fight your way.
The shrine is up though. They want to hold this shrine here.
Yeah, they're showing just that. This Shaker Blink is a dangerous item to fight against for no one on TA. The cheese is actually being passed back to the Veno, I think recognizing that he may be more of a target.
Like most of the damage is coming from the TA now though. I would say TA is like, if you remove that hero out of the fight, you need to dump 2 ultimates on him, the Shaker, Necro, Corp, or 3 ultimates, you do it.
It's going to be solo. Found and caught down. No Echo Slam needed. See, no one's TA hit level 25, gets those extra refraction charges. Wow. Lich did not go down there. I think no one thought he had the kill, but 15 health left on that Lich there. This aggressive Queen of Pain coming out from Raging Potato, trying to press forward the TP. From Lil, Blink Echo Slam available. Pasha blinks himself into the trees. They're going to find Lumic here. There is still a Blink Echo. Going to catch the Sand King. Doesn't hit the totem though. Lumic trying to chase after him. The Sonic Wave is going to miss. Oh no. The Eul Scepter dodge. Lil with a fantastic play will bait the Queen of Pain in. They lose Drow as well, and Execration getting outplayed by VP.
I mean, still like dropping the Echo on the Sand King, even if they killed the Sand King there, I doubt the fight would have been good for them.
Yeah. It was not a high percentage play, like you said, and now high ground is a reality. VP, 15,000 gold lead, and a Rax in sight with no buybacks on those 2 heroes. Necro can't really do a whole lot. He's got this BKB, but he cannot 3v5. It's not even really a true 3v5. When your Shaco doesn't have Echo Slam, when your other teammates just to support Lich, you are kind of on your own. James is going to show it here. He presses forward, trying to hold the base here. The Chain Frost doing some good damage with the bounces, but whoa, we're going to continue to do some good damage with the bounces. Perhaps a bit more than it should have, but ultimately VP get a lane of Rax, walk away with it, and they're back in for a little bit more, looking for a glimpse of Solo. This is the aggressive disruptor play we've come to know out of him, but perhaps a bit too aggressive. There's the combo, the Vacuum Wall, Static Storm, VP, wipe 3. In the blink of an eye, they've won a team fight, and it looks like won game 2. GG won't be called just yet as Raging Potatoes Quap respawns, but respawned into what? He's going to BKB just to dodge a Burrow Strike, but no damage will follow this. Lil is surged up, glimmered up. Raging Potato, his BKB wearing off, and this is the end for Execration. Oh, he gets the glimpse even. GG. 1-1 for VP. I think VP showing what they can do here in game number 2. This was much more the classic VP performance. Great draft, great execution. There were moments where it looked like Execration were doing some flashy stuff